Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? We are back for another episode of Coffee and Comms. Eric, how you doing today?
I love it. Coffee and comps. I'm excited.
Coffee and Comms, that's what we are here to talk about.
I'm doing great, by the way. I'm doing great.
Good. With the market that we're in right now, would you say it's better to list your home at the correct amount from the beginning or be aggressive?
Uh,
We're in October of 2023, just so people understand where we are. Aggressive or not aggressive?
it depends on the sales in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Are they look back 12 months? We've been high interest rates for the last year,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So what's the impact on that neighborhood? Are people selling? Are people buying? How long are the house
How
sitting
fast are people
in that
selling and
neighborhood,
buying?
right? That tells
Yep.
you, wow, we can, these prices are not working. Or the
Right.
homes that have sold, what was the original price?
Right.
Right? Because I see homes in communities where 10% sold below the list price.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that tells me
Right.
this is where the buyers are, not,
Not
here.
here.
So you want to get in front of that. It's a moving target, the pricing.
Absolutely.
It's a moving target. So you want to try and catch it here, and let the price come to you instead of chasing it and trying to catch up.
Yes.
And that's why you could be in the
absolutely.
market for 60, 90, 100, 400, 500 days. Yes, 500 days, because you're just chasing the market. And
Yes.
so you want to be in front of it. And appraisers, that's what they do. They follow the trend. They don't go back a year.
Right.
They go back the last 3 months,
Mhm.
6 months.
Yep.
And you want to make sure your client knows what appraisers do
Right.
when you listing a price
Right.
for a home. If you are going 10% over, how long do you stay there
Before you start
before you
coming
make
down.
adjustments for your client? I mean, that would be my concern. Like, is
Yeah.
when I've had listings and
Uh-huh.
I've been aggressive. I mean,
Mhm.
there is times to be aggressive.
Yes, there are different markets where you can be aggressive.
We are in a seller's market,
Right.
still, right? But it's you see this pool back here.
Uh-huh.
Check this out. Let me give you guys a real cool analogy. See that pool? That pool right now is perfectly filled to the top. That is a balanced market. Right now, the drain is working perfect, and the flow of water is working perfect. Now, follow me here. The drain is the absorption. It's
Yes.
buyers buying homes,
Okay.
right? And the faucet is new listings.
Yep.
And now we got water flowing into this pool, and it's staying full. Homes are
stays
selling,
full, water comes
new
out,
listings
water
are
goes
coming,
in.
and it's
Right.
still full. It's a balanced market.
Right.
We don't have a balanced market.
No, not at all.
That pool is 20% full. We have 20% of listings. 80% gone of inventory. We're in a seller's market. That is a seller's market. In that type of environment, prices stay high. That's what we have. But what we have also is affordability, right?
Correct.
We have issues with these rates being so. The rates are high for a reason.
Yep.
Now these rates, how high they are, it's a clog in the drain.
Right.
It's slowing down absorption.
Yes.
Okay, that's done on purpose. That's done on purpose. The Fed wants to slow people down, and now what also is happening is that sellers are not selling.
No, because they have 3% interest rates.
So
if they sell, where are they gonna go?
Right. So that faucet of flowing water is drip drip.
Right.
Right. So our market is 20% full. New listings is a drip drip.
Yeah.
The absorption is really slow.
Yeah.
We're staying low.
We're staying low.
So that is our market, and in that type of market, it's hard to be aggressive because the prices and the mortgage payment is so high.
Right.
Right. So I mean, it's still a seller's market, but you have to be conscious of these payments and how long you're going to sit on the market for, and the clients go in selling, where they going.
Right.
How fast do they want to get to their next place? Do they want to sit?
Yep. Or do they want to sell?
So there's definitely a deep conversation, and I just think there's other things that agents, they're gonna be at 10% above or 15% above the market. How long do you stay there? Because I see them.
Right.
300, 400 days.
Yeah, we see
and
them
I look
all
at
the
these
time.
listings like, why?
Right.
Is there something wrong with the house? Is the agent not giving information? Is the seller just being stubborn?
Right.
What's going on?
But
there?
also, the questions that I think of is if your house, is on the market for over 180 days, why are you still with that agent?
what is it? It's a 6 month contract that we sign.
Right.
Sometimes,
That's what I normally do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I've seen 3 month contracts.
Wow.
I've seen 3 month contracts before, 90-day agreements. It's all negotiable. Your commission is negotiable, and your listing agreement is negotiable.
Right.
And that's another thing, guys. When you work with realtors, everything's negotiable. The
Everything.
commission, your listing agreement, that's all negotiable. So when they run and tell you 6%, well, let's negotiate that. If they say a 12 months listing, let's negotiate that, because you can have an agent who wants to overprice your home,
And it
you
sits.
and you don't have the right data, and your home is sitting, and you can't get rid of your agent. And if you fire him, he has you under contract. You can't get another agent.
Right.
So there's definitely things
So-
like that in play. Picking a
So some other things that appraisers actually look for, because I know as professionals, I mean, we're not appraisers, right? We're realtors. But as professional realtors, we know that the appraisal is coming. And so the tactics that we use, we try to emulate an appraiser as much as possible. Everybody's going to be different.
I know
but
I do.
we try to get as close to the appraiser as we possibly can.
I know I do.
And so things that we look at: square footage,
Yep.
right?
Room count,
Room count.
location,
Yep.
updates,
Definitely.
condition,
Definitely.
lot size,
Roof.
roof. That goes with
That
conditions.
goes right.
You know,
right.
those are definitely things that an appraiser does look at, and you want to make sure you age.
Of course.
Age, that's what appraisers are going to do. They're going to look at age.
Yep.
And where you get this information from is when you work with your clients and you get that appraisal back. I keep the reports with the permission of the client. It's like, can I keep this report? And
So that you can
so I can
review
study
it. Yeah.
So when I price my homes, I'm pricing it based on what appraisers do.
Right.
I know what the difference is in a 100 square foot compared
Yep.
to another home, the value, the adjustments that is made.
Yes.
So this is information that buyers and clients don't have. And this is the
Right.
value in what we do,
Yep.
what good agents do,
Yes.
what informed agents do.
Yes.
That's what we do. So that's what we try to mimic exactly what they
what
do.
they do. Yep.
It's not our job to do it.
Yep.
And then we give the client that information, and based on that, we recommend the price. But like you said, it's their job. It's their
And
home.
for those
they're the
of
boss.
you looking and listening, when you speak to an agent, don't speak to an agent without numbers. Do not speak to an agent without numbers. Numbers is your proof. Numbers is your backbone. Numbers is what gives you the story behind your actual house and your neighborhood. Also, like, the job of the appraiser is a reporter, right? I remember I used to be an inspector for insurance companies, and people would ask me, what do I do? And I would say, I'm a tattletale. I'm a tattletale. I come to your house and they require certain pictures, and I have to take pictures. Whatever is in my picture, I have to report on. If you don't want anybody to see it, don't let it be in my
Right.
picture.
Appraiser is a reporter. They are a reporter of the neighborhood.
I am a tattletale.
Yes.
That's
you're a
what I
tattletale.
was. And so an appraiser is probably not necessarily necessarily a tattletale, but they are a reporter.
They're
They
reporters.
have to report what it is that they see.
They
They
report the
can't be
comps.
biased to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
They can't hide stuff on this house or hide stuff in that house or accentuate stuff here. No, it's a red door. It's not a beautiful, tall, extravagant red. It's a red door.
It's a red
That
door.
is it.
It's a red door. Yeah, I mean that's what they do. We as realtors, we get the comps, we report that to our client. Appraiser's gonna pick about 3 comps.
Okay.
So there could be a home in the neighborhood, 10 homes that sold. We got to pick the
best out of
the top
yeah,
5,
right.
right?
Because
Most
we
recent,
want their 3 to be in our 5.
right? We want to be accurate with the pricing,
Right.
So again, we could pick 10, but then we get, okay, what's the sale date? What's the conditions of these homes? How accurate are they to our listing? And,
How accurate are they to our market?
right? And all of that comes into play, and definitely what's trending the last 3 months. And that's what an appraiser is going to report on. Yeah, so they are reporters, good reporters. We can't
Good
talk
reporters.
to those reporters though. A lot of clients don't understand. We can't talk to
No.
these appraisers. If we wanted to get a different opinion, we have to file that's called a reconsideration of value. It's a long process, and a lot of the times it doesn't work because they use the data.
Right. Right.
They use the data.
They use the facts.
They use the facts,
Exactly.
and then sometimes sellers don't like it. And when you can't get financing, put the house back on the market for cash.
Yep.
They won't go with financing because they want their price. And in that situation, that's their right. They're
Yeah.
not in a rush to sell.
Ex-
As long as they know they just took the big pool into a jacuzzi of buyers.
Uh-huh.
The big pool of buyers just
It's
went
now
away.
a jacuzzi.
It's now a jacuzzi
Right.
of buyers. And
Right.
that's what happens.
And that's what sellers and also buyers need to understand and realize. Your decision determines how big or small your pool is. Someone yesterday, and the question she asked me was, why are we looking at the solds and why are we not focusing on the actives and the pendings? Actives and pendings didn't happen yet.
Right.
Solds happened. Solds tells us what the trend is already.
It's data.
Actives and pendings, they're not facts.
Right.
They're still in the works. They're
Absolutely
still in
right.
the process.
You're right.
So I had to explain to her that solds is what tells you what is happening right now.
Right. I mean, the active listings is a lot of sellers see the actives and they say, "Oh, my house is worth that." Well, you got to wait till it sells, right? Because that's
Right.
it's being sold. It's on sale, but it hasn't sold yet. It's not recorded yet.
Right.
So and sometimes
Exactly.
it could be under contract, pending at that sales price, but then it closes at
Exactly.
10,000 or 15,000 below that price. We don't know that to the actual close date.
Exactly.
So would you recommend that for someone who's making an appointment with an agent to ask the agent to bring me your last 4 recent sales,
Yep.
right?
Even if it's not my 4 recent sales, bring me recent sales in my neighborhood.
bring me recent sales of the neighborhood, but
Yep.
first bring me your recent sales.
What if I'm a new agent and I don't have 4
But then
recent
bring me
sales?
recent sales of the neighborhood. But if you're
Right.
an agent who's done business because you're contacting this agent because maybe
Mhm.
somebody referred them,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you heard of them,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they're the agent of a neighborhood, or
Right.
maybe you saw them on a billboard or something.
Right.
Bring me
Bring
your,
me some sort of proof.
bring me your 4 recent sales under X under you, and so that way you can see original price, sold
Yes.
price,
Yep.
and then you can base. Okay, well I have an agent here who's accurate, who's
Yes.
not coming to, who's
Right.
not going to tell me my home is worth $950 and I'm selling it for $750,
Right.
200 grand
Absolutely.
below, and
Absolutely.
and my
Yeah.
plans changed
Don't
to purchase a home.
get my hopes up
Right.
and tell me I'm gonna get 900K for my house and
Right.
I'm only getting 7.
And say it's just my fault or it's just bad timing.
Yes.
It's bad timing. No,
Yes.
maybe you didn't
You
show
didn't
me
price
the
it right.
information.
Exactly.
So I think definitely you should always ask your clients, your agents, or your when you interview them, show me your last 4 listings.
Yes.
Show me your
Absolutely.
last 4 listings.
Absolutely. So Eric, what does an appraiser not care about?
Your furniture.
Wait, so if I have an $8,000 furniture in my house, he's not gonna count that
It's not
towards
gonna-
my value?
No. Unfortunately, that's your taste. That's not my taste, right? That's not the buyer's taste. That's your taste. Anything that can be taken out the home is not going to be. It's not gonna
What
be a part of
about
the
board
value.
and batten walls?
That would depend, you know. I wouldn't consider it something to bank on.
Right,
Don't think you did board
Yeah.
and batten walls. My house is worth $5,000 more now.
right.
You know, that's a taste thing.
Yeah,
That's
I think
a taste
so
thing.
too.
I think that's a taste thing. Same thing with pavers in the backyard with a pool.
Yep.
You know, pavers, a pool is value,
Yes.
right? A pool on the
In
regular
our
on the
neighborhood,
regular
a pool
cement,
is 100K more. Right?
right.
In our neighborhood, if you have a pool, your house can possibly sell for 100K more.
Yes, I've seen it.
So a pool is definitely
the data
valued.
supports that.
Do they look at the pavers of the pool, or is it just the pool?
You know what? I've seen pools with cement lanais, $100,000. You know, and so it's like, okay, well, where's the difference there?
Right.
You have cement lanais, and then you have pavers, same price.
Right.
So is there a difference there? It wasn't 200
It
grand,
might
but
not
100
be.
grand. So I didn't see a major difference there.
Okay.
Between the two, as long as you have a pool.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. We have low inventory
Yep.
on just basic homes.
And we live in Florida.
Homes with a pool, even more rare.
Right.
Even
Everybody wants a pool in Florida.
Everybody, and that's even more rare. The inventory is even lower for that, so the demand is stronger for that. So that's where you
Right.
could be aggressive
Yep.
when you're pricing. But I think how long do you stay aggressive is the question. You know, 2 weeks,
Exactly.
3 weeks before you start hurting the listing.
Exactly.
You know, so it's just
Yes.
again, an informed agent makes those adjustments. I don't know if the conversation with the sellers is being had, but
Yes.
you know, I know I would,
Right.
but I think
Appraisers, they don't look at anything that you can put inside of your truck.
anything that can be taken out of the home, you know, your pots, your sofas, your pillows, your
Yeah.
carpets, your rugs,
your fancy
your artwork.
decorations.
If it could be taken and go with the seller, then it's not going to be considered value.
Not at all.
No. Windows, that stays with the home.
Right.
Updating your windows, your pool, your kitchen cabinets.
Roofs are a big thing.
An updated roof compared to an old roof, because that's going to be an expense for the new owner.
So foundation is a big thing.
Foundation is a big thing. I think the exterior of your home, I think that can bring some value to it.
Of course.
Your landscaping
is a big. Your landscaping is a big thing because that's what brings people to you. If I come to the front of your house and it's crap,
does it bring more value? Probably. If your landscaping is good, you're in a good area.
Okay.
Right? You're in a good area. So the thing with the HOAs where the values are always high is the landscaping is always good.
Because they don't have a choice.
You take the same house in a neighborhood where there's no HOA, and the neighbor's house is got a bad yard, right? It doesn't look good to the eye. It's not appealing. And you have a beautiful yard.
Mm-hmm.
Your value is going to take a hit.
Yeah.
It's going to take a huge hit.
It is.
So, a good yard to appealing to the eye in a good neighborhood works.
Yes.
It works. So, but you said the landscaping brings buyers in.
Yes.
And it gives them a expectation of what the house looks like on the inside.
And we've experienced that. Like, we've gone to open houses where we see the landscaping and we're like, all right, 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out, let's go.
If that.
And then we've gone to places where we've seen landscaping and we're like, ooh, let's go see what inside looks like.
Yeah, if that. I mean, I've gone to places where we pulled up to the neighborhood and they didn't want to get out the car.
Yep. Been there.
They text me, no, keep going.
Next house. Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay. And it's obvious. It's the neighborhoods, the landscaping of the home, and they don't want to even go inside.
Right. Even if inside is beautiful, and I've been to places like that also, where you see pictures online of inside, and the inside of the house is gorgeous. But when you get to the area, you're like, are we about to get shot? What's happening out here? Yep. Next house, let's go. We don't need to stay here.
You got to get eyes into the neighborhood, into the house.
Yes.
You got to get all the way.
Yes.
And that's where the value of the agent, like the listing agent, comes into play. The description. Will he be at the property, meeting the buyer's agent?
Right.
If I know, wow, my listing, the neighborhood is not great, I need to be there.
Yes.
To help my client sell
boost up the listing.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what you do. That's what a good agent will do. And they will get there, meet with the buyer's agent, meet with the buyer, and explain the value in the home.
Yep. I agree.
Do the best they can and work for their client.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
But to answer that question, no, your personal belongings won't add any value to what we talked about.
Not even my $2,000 purse?
No. No, appraisers don't care about that. They have a strict following: square footage, room count, garage, 2-door, your windows, your updates, your condition, your roof. Yeah. I'm sure I'm missing some other stuff, but things that are.
But those are the basics.
The stuff to the home, attached to the home, pool, a kitchen outside, an outdoor kitchen. Those things add value.
Those are the basics. You see, those things are not only pleasing to the eye, but they're also usable, right? They're also things that when people look at them, they're like, oh, I could use this in my life. It doesn't just look pretty.
Right.
And so that's why it adds value to a home, because people are looking at that like, oh, they've already pictured themselves in the space. They already moved in. They just didn't put an offer in yet.
Right. Right.
So it's really cool. Make sure that you have an agent that knows how an appraiser works. If you have an agent that doesn't know what an appraiser does, that can't even tell you what an appraiser looks like, you might need to find another agent.
Great advice. And so, guys, if you have any concerns, any questions for Nicole, for myself, about real estate, about your home, about your neighborhood, about how to interview agents, anything, we're here to disclose everything. Yes. This is what we do. We want to set the bar high for realtors, and we want to give you guys great service. So thank you for watching the video, and reach out to us, okay? Our information will be below. Cheers to you. Enjoy your day. Thank you for watching us, and come back for Coffee and Comps next time.
Enjoy.